Okay, I'm on board La Golondrina with Maury Wolfe, the skipper. We've been in Port Davey for a couple of weeks now, and we met Maury down here. If you're looking for a cruise with a difference, I suggest you get aboard this boat because Maury brings passengers down to Port Davey, but Maury also comes down and works as a professional fisherman down here, so you can see how he works as well as having a good time aboard his boat. So Maury, how long have you been running cruises down here for?
Yeah, Norm, I've been bringing people in for the last 8 or 10 years to Port Davey legally. Surveyed a charter vessel, La Golondrina. She's 57 foot long, and she was built in Bridport in the late 50s, and fished from Bundaberg and Queensland all around the south of Australia and Tasmania. I bought the boat on the bottom. She was wrecked and done her up, and been professional fishing with her. I've been coming in to the west coast for 45 years fishing as a professional fisherman. I fished for 5 years before that on the southeast coast out of the Channel. When we leave Kettering with our passengers, we just give them a rundown on the boat, the running of the show, and then we just say to them, well, you better come down the backyard and we'll give you a little bit of a look around of what we can, of what we've seen and what we know, and general knowledge, and we tell them that it's not the Queen Mary, but they're going to see a lot more from this boat than what they will the Queen Mary.
And I think they'd also eat a little bit better than they probably eat on the Queen Mary from the cooking I've seen here and the meals that have been served. It looks fantastic. Now, you've worked this area for 40 odd years. You must love the place.
Norm, years ago, I hated Port Davey. It was just one of those places where you had half a load of fish and not enough to go home with. And the weather was crook and you'd come into here. It's the only safe all-round anchorage, and apart from Macquarie Harbour, and that's around to the bottom end of the Channel in Greshurch Bay. And this area here, and of course we used to come in sometimes, we'd be in here for 8 or 10 days with bad weather, and then get a day and a half or 2 days of good weather and have to go home because the weather deteriorated again. And I never liked it at all. I was a married man with a young family and wanted to get home. But when I started bringing people around here and that, and showing them some of the things that I've learned over the years and some of this wonderful place here, I realised just what a wonderful place it really is. It's unique. There's no buildings everywhere or wharves, and there's just so much to see and do here. Even when the weather's not so good, it's a brilliant place. And of course we bring some prey pots and nets and things like that. We catch tuna on the way around, stripy trumpeter, and a lot of them. You know, we set people up to the table here and they eat the fish that they catch, and the whole area is just a unique and brilliant place. You know?
You would have seen some pretty unique things around the place. So can you give us a bit of an insight into some of the things you have seen around here?
I can remember over here in Bramble Cove, we was laying an anchor there one day, and there was a rattle on the chain, this rattle. We didn't know what it was. And I thought, oh, you know, there's no wind, why is the chain rattling? And I went out round, and then on where I pull the anchor up into the horse pipe, I've got a tyre, I said this tyre, and it pulls the anchor up against it and just rattle around the bow of the boat. But anyway, I went over and I had a look, and there was a porpoise, this dolphin, tyres like that, and he's got his head in the tyre, going like this, rubbing his back, you see, on the tyre, you know, and then he'd come up and have a couple of breaths of air, and he'd go down again and rattle, and he was rattling the chain. And I said to a young chappie off the Western Serenade, a yacht was over there, and he came over, he had his flippers and snorkel, and he came over, and the old dolphin come and give him a bit of a pat like that, and he'd go down and scratch his head, and he'd come up and he'd give him a couple more pats. It's fantastic. But really, I mean, there's so much to see. There's caves, there's rivers, there's bays, there's mussels. There's everything to do in this little corner down here, and I mean, there's nothing from here 5,500 miles to South Africa and Antarctica that way, but in here it's absolutely brilliant, mate. There's plenty to do, mountains to climb, beaches to walk on, plenty of places to swim. No, it's just a great place, Norm.
Okay, well look, thanks Maury. Thanks for having us aboard your boat.
Pleasure,
We've had
mate.
a great time while we've been here.
Pleasure.
And I hope people like seeing one of the It's probably better known identities out of Port Davey. Thanks very much, Maury.